Good morning, everybody. It is I, You Too Cool, back again. Today, I have just received the 4-pack variant of Burnt Lightning McQueen from the short Rescue Squad Mater. This is a car that I've wanted for a long time, just because he has a really cool face. I've never owned any other Rescue Squad Mater cars. I've wanted to. Rescue Squad Mater is a really fun short and has a lot of cool diecasts in it. Burnt McQueen, this 4-pack variant, I got as a gift from a friend, the same one who helped me get Finn McMissile, Vladimir Trunkov, and Bertha Butterswagon. I really appreciate them. Thank you a lot, man. Salute to you. Now, Burnt McQueen's not in the best condition here. He was loose, around $15, which was a really good deal to me because, this is from a pack that usually goes for around 80. And he's the only car I really wanted. I might get the other like Rescue Squad Mater cars someday, but it's very likely they'd get re-released because that's usually the segment of the short that has less deluxes. And obviously deluxes aren't a thing right now, so if they were to do more tunes cars, they would probably do like I don't know. That was my tangent. Sorry about that. But yeah, this guy is a really cool diecast. I really appreciate owning him. Here's the amazing expression. He has a very cartoony, like not cartoony, but like very exaggerated, his mouth is very spread out. It's very interesting. I really like the fact that he's looking off to the side. I think that's the coolest part about this expression is that looking off to the side expression. It looks so like McQueen. This feels like something that you would see. This feels ripped right out of the short. See, he's a little damaged on the side. Interestingly enough, mine, I don't know if it's because this is like loose and the wheels are like slightly broken, but he looks sort of raised up. Like if I pulled my regular lenticular McQueen, who I brought out because they're both from 2010, he's very low to the ground, and this McQueen's not very high up by comparison, but it definitely looks like there's more space between the tires. Well, it looks like he's pointed up. Maybe a little side by side. Yeah, you can see he is slightly raised up, and it gives him way more life. He looks very much like he is, like he's begging for help. Here's his secondary sponsors: Nitroade, the piston cup itself, Revolting, Mood Springs, Octane Gain, Vitaline, No Stall Gaskets, Gasprin, Easy Idle, and Little Turkey Pistons, which is a little burnt up. This is another thing I find interesting is that Burnt McQueen is just regular Cars 1 McQueen because in the short they just use regular Cars 1 McQueen for this design. He doesn't have like a blank paint job or anything. No, Burnt McQueen is what it says on the tin. It's a burnt version of your normal typical Cars 1 McQueen, the one they still release to this day. So theoretically, you could make a custom of this guy. I was originally intending to before I found that a really good deal. So if you have black spray paint or you just want to burn a McQueen, I guess you could do that too, but I wouldn't recommend it. The back is really interesting because it is all black. There is no resemblance to the original. Like here's the black, and then here's what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to have his rookie racing stripe, the back headlights, the rusties on the back. But no, it's just completely blacked out, which makes sense because his back is facing towards the fire, so that part would be more damaged. The rusties on the back. I forgot to mention, he has a really silver cap. Like the back cap is very. Yeah. Here's it on this McQueen and a later McQueen from I believe 2017. This copy is. It's so jarring looking at, like, because, like, you know what the Cars 1 McQueen's supposed to look like, and then you just see this burnt, smoky ash version that's just completely destroyed. No, not completely. You could be completely crispy, but I think someone tried to paint over this. I don't know. It's really odd chip there. As you can see, the sides are asymmetrical. It looks like they were trying to be symmetrical, but the rusties on this side seems to be almost gone. Like, here's where it's supposed to be on the normal version. It's obviously under the cap. I think I can just barely make it out. The fact that you can barely make it out, like if I zoom in and if it focuses, yeah, you can just barely make out that that's supposed to be the Rusty's logo. It's so burnt up that you can barely tell, and I think that's really cool. Really nice attention to detail there. It's a little more noticeable on this side. Also, you can see RPM made it out fine on this side versus the other one, which doesn't have it because it's more upward. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, the wheels are also burnt out a little more, so they're way less saturated than normal. I mean, older McQueens had very desaturated wheels, but this is especially, like, they're all grimy and dirty. It really does represent that they've been burnt. Now, technically, this tire should be a little more burnt. I don't know if it looks kind of foggy, but not as... Like, really, this should be mostly black, and then this should still read Lightyear, but... Oh, well, it's fine. Almost forgot to show off the most interesting thing with this Burnt McQueen is treaded tires. These aren't actually treaded, but these are rather printed little dirt grimes. A friend of mine said that it's kind of like to show the tires were damaged as well, which, I mean, obviously, they would be damaged. Made pretty early on, as you can see by the date stamp there. Rotate it around. I'm probably going to try to refurbish this like I did Wet McQueen, who I also got loose once, and it was pretty beaten up. I might actually bring him out real quick. I don't have Soaked McQueen, but I do have this Wet McQueen. I might get Soaked McQueen one day just to go with this. I think it'd be neat. Yeah, as you can see. Interestingly enough, both of them have sort of light bluish lightning bolts, whereas on other McQueens, the bolt is a lot more of a dark gray. It's a very subtle difference, but I notice it because I look at the decals a lot more. Definitely notice the color difference. I'm going to quickly go get Shovel McQueen to compare the mouth because I think it's also pretty similar. And I'm back, and here is Shovel McQueen. Probably the closest item in my collection to Burnt McQueen here. Shovel McQueen has very different eyes. I think they might be similar to Wet McQueen's eyes, but I can't tell because I only have the lenticular version. I got him as a joke. I don't think any other McQueen has an expression similar to this. I mean, I brought out Daredevil McQueen because I thought, okay, maybe he might. But no, it's looking the other direction. I think this expression might be mirrored for his 4-pack variant, which is also a thing. I don't have that variant, and I probably won't get it because I love the normal version way more. I think it has a way cooler mouth. Yeah, I thought I'd compare. Also, the shaping seems to be slightly different, isn't it? God, McQueen is so weird. McQueen is such an... No, he's one of the more tame diecasts, but he's got a lot of odd things with some of his variants. And then here's Dragon McQueen. I just brought him out because he's my other Toons McQueen. I only have these three, no other Toons McQueens. And I only have 2 Maters. I still need to get Rescue Squad Mater, hoping one day I can. Yeah, so not much comparison there. Pretty much, I think I've said everything I need to say. It's a burnt Cars 1 McQueen. It's really cool. I love the black ash. It's one of my favorite parts of what makes this McQueen so, like, makes him so different, you know? It's got very edge, like, I don't know, it's very interesting to me. I think I'm going to leave it at that, and have a nice day. Hope you all are doing good. And I appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.